Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, a big lack of love for her this week among Democrats.
I can't imagine how you could make a statement like that.
A shill for the Assad regime.
Gabbard should not be in Congress.
It's very disturbing.
We, as the American people, should be concerned when any president of the United States launches an illegal and unconstitutional military strike against a foreign government.
But what more do you want?
I'm just looking for the evidence. Maybe President Assad was behind it. If he was, this is a horrific war crime and he should be prosecuted before the International Criminal Court for that.
Whether the president or the Pentagon or the Secretary of State says that they have the evidence, the fact remains that they have not brought that evidence before Congress, they have not brought that evidence before the American people, and they have not sought authorization from Congress to launch this military attack on another country.
We only have to look back to the Iraq War. This war, invasion, and occupation that was so costly on American lives, on our resources, what to speak of the devastation caused for the Iraqi people. We heard members of the Bush administration then coming to Congress and going to the UN saying, here is our evidence of weapons of mass destruction. All of that evidence proved to be false. And so that war was launched on a false premise.
I think it's her looking for headlines, and she's looking for her time in front of the cameras, and I think it will prove to be very detrimental to her career.
I've never made decisions based on fear of what might people think or what might be politically advantageous for me. As a veteran, I have seen the cost of these wars, experienced them firsthand, seen the human cost in friends of mine who did not come home from the war in Iraq. I went to Congress promising my constituents, my fellow veterans and brothers and sisters in uniform that I would do all I could to prevent our country from making these kinds of disastrous and destructive mistakes again in the future.